Hi, my name is Deb Enright, and this is Money Matters. Thank you for joining us. And as always, thank you to Daryl Thompson of Raymond James for his generous sponsorship of our Money Matters program. Today, we get to understand how our district and a community business can create a partnership that will benefit all of our schools and our district, as well as advance the concerns of the business. MAPCO and Williamson County Schools have joined forces to bring a new funding source to our district and to our schools through a very, very simple process. We'll talk to Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Mike Looney, and Howard Curtis, Director of Marketing at MAPCO, to find out about this new, innovative, and exciting partnership. Later, the WCS PTO Leadership Council President, Gina Fancher, will join us to talk about the impact the WCS MAPCO Rewards Program will have on all of our schools. All that and more on Money Matters after this short break.
We have to give them a reason to come forward with the information they know. People think they get into the court system, they're going to have to testify, they'll have to take off from work. You do not. If you call that tip to Crime Stoppers, you don't have to go to court, you don't have to go to the police station, you don't identify anybody. All you do is give us the information and we'll take it from there.
And welcome back to Money Matters. This is very exciting, and it's all about innovation and all about busting norms. And joining me today is Dr. Mike Looney, our Superintendent of Schools, and Howard Curtis, who is the Director of Marketing at MAPCO. All right, let's get started. This is really going to be a terrific program that's going to help the district and our schools. So let me tee it off to you. What does it mean to the district, and how easy is it going to be for people to get involved?
Well, Howard and I were looking for a way to engage the entire community in supporting schools, and everybody stops and get gas and stops and buys a candy bar or a soda, and so we came up with this idea of using the MAPCO reward cards as a way to give back to the schools, and I'm really, really excited about it. I've already registered myself, and so every time I stop and get gas and buy my Diet Mountain Dew, I'm giving back to the schools, which is really, really cool. So we appreciate the innovative partnership that we have with MAPCO, and I look forward to this taking off. Super. All right,
so give us kind of an overview of how this thing works and who MAPCO is, that kind of stuff.
Sure, let me start with who MAPCO is. We're a southeastern regional brand headquartered in Nashville. We have close to 400 stores throughout the southeast in 6 states. We have a high concentration of stores here in Tennessee, so this is pretty much our home base. And with the introduction of the rewards card 3 years ago, I was looking for a way to integrate and work with the community in a much more deeper relationship. At MAPCO, we're neighborhood stores, we're not highway stores. So we're really looking forward to partnering with the community, and Dr. Looney's partnership over the past several years has been great, so we connected. And wanted to leverage the rewards card to integrate with the community. So we connected, and through the innovation with a company called ShareMeister, we were able to put a program together that no one else has. There are similar grocers out there that have similar types of programs, but we stand apart with this program from anybody else. So we're really excited about that.
I think I like two things. I mean, I love the innovation, and Dr. Looney's all about that. I think that's his kind of middle name. But the second thing I really like is the use of the word community, because what you didn't say was school community. It's the whole community, and what a great county to pilot something that will have such a great impact on our schools and our families. But what I understand from what I've learned about the program and the use of reward cards is that you don't take anything out of your everyday to go and participate. It just follows your day, and anyone can do it. So whether you have kids at a school or several of our schools, or maybe you have grandkids, or maybe you used to have kids in our schools, or you've just moved here, heard about what we do, understand that support's really important for us to do even more, you can do the same thing. Go buy your Diet Mountain Dew, go get your coffee, get your Snickers, and move on. Am I kind of describing it correctly?
You're right on, and that's the most exciting part of the program, is that you could be earning points at MAPCO and giving back to a school that you're related to in a different state. So that's really exciting.
Oh, good. So we're busting boundaries.
Absolutely.
So it's really not just about Williamson County. It's about anyone in your community.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. So there's kind of different components to the program that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I think that the three things that you want to remember are to register, link, and give. Of course, you have to have a card in order to, or be a registered customer with MAPCO in order to participate in the program. So you're going to want to pick up a card at MAPCO. So that's the registration piece of it. Then you link it with our partner in ShareMeister, and then you start giving. So, and the giving piece of it is the coolest piece. You get to choose how many points from MAPCO go back to giving and when. So that's the part that no one else has and that we're really excited to have. You get to participate at the level in which you want to. So you get to choose how many points go back to your school and when. It can happen automatically at the end of the month or at your discretion.
Okay, so there's a lot of things to think through. And let's see, I think somewhere we've got, okay, so you've made it convenient. You either have a regular card, kind of like a credit card, or you can put something on your key ring. So you've made it totally convenient in terms of that. And then in terms of kind of deciding how you want to customize your participation, you've done that. So there's, what I understand is kind of two levels. The first is just signing up directly helps what Dr. Looney wants to do for the district. Then the second part is this whole points thing. And those points can either go to a specific school, specific schools, and that's really about purchasing power. Is that about right?
Yeah, the more you purchase, the more you give back. And we're doing that in the form of points.
That's awesome. Well, I understand that there is this fantastic video that actually shows you how to register. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, we did that the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. So it's kind of homegrown, but that's kind of how it works. So Howard and I went to an area MAPCO, and because I guess what we really want to make sure people understand is there's a starting point to participate. And then you can really get rolling. But the starting point is getting into a MAPCO, taking your card and getting into a MAPCO and registering. So we kind of play act that. And then the nice thing is, following that little homegrown piece is something you folks have put together with this wonderful partner, ShareMeister, to help us really understand how the points program works. So if you're ready, did you have anything else to add?
One more thing, and a great piece of this too, is that for every new registration that we get through ShareMeister for Williamson County, we're going to give $1 back to the district. So every new registration, there's money attached to it. So we're really excited about helping, incrementally giving back to the county on top.
So the moment you register, you've got more money to work with.
$1 per registration.
That's fantastic.
Incredible. And you've got to be 16 years or older to qualify.
Actually, yeah, 16 years or older.
Okay, and then I do have one other question though, and this is a detail before we go to the video. I get one, and then anyone who's over 16 in my family can do that as well, and anyone who lives within Williamson County or outside of Williamson County that has access to a MAPCO can also, right? So one family could have 5 or 6 cards. Is that what I'm understanding?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Well, why don't we show them our little work, our little remote work at MAPCO. We'll be back in just a moment. Hold tight. This portion of the show shows you directly how to begin to participate and leverage your day to impact our district and our schools. We'll be back right after the videos. So here we are at MAPCO, and Howard's with us to walk us through the whole process of putting this thing into play. Because what I understand is the school gets excited, but we have to come here to make it happen. So help me make it happen.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, welcome to MAPCO, and I'm excited to tell you about the My Rewards Give Back program. So let's get started by registering a card.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right, I come up to the counter. I'm going to get some good stuff.
Right, and then we'll give you a My Rewards card.
Okay.
And on your first scan, you'll get points, but you're going to need to register that card. So you can do that in the store
Okay.
by filling out this form.
Got it.
You can do it online at home through your tablet or PC or your handy-dandy mobile app.
Okay.
And what's really cool is that for every registration, we're going to give $1 back to the district. And on top of that, for all your points that you earn through the My Rewards card, you'll have the ability to give those back to your school. And the great thing is there's power in that participation. Your participation is that you can give it back at any level that you want.
Okay, so I registered just to get the whole thing going, because if I just have the card, nothing happens. I don't help the district, I don't help the school. Is that what I'm hearing?
Exactly. You have to get the card to get going, and then it's easy to give back. Let me show you how.
Great.
Welcome to MAPCO My Rewards Give Back Program instructional video. Stop in your local MAPCO Delta Express to pick up your My Rewards card to earn 3 cents off every gallon of gas and to give back to the school of your choice. Go to mapcorewards.com and enter the barcode on the back of your My Rewards card. Begin entering your personal information. Be sure to include the phone number of the person who referred you to this program. This could be your PTO president or school principal. Continue filling out your personal information. After your card is registered, choose your in-store and fuel rewards. Click the Give Back Program image to link to ShareMeister. Fill in your My Rewards barcode, number, and personal information. Also, set the percentage of My Rewards points you wish to move over to your ShareMeister account. Select the specific school you would like to donate to. Continue through the ShareMeister tutorial. Now, scroll to the top of the page and select the Nonprofit tab. Search for the county your school is located in. Select this county as your preferred or submit an additional one-time donation. Go back to the My Profile tab and scroll down to the Auto Donate button. Select the percentage of shares you wish to donate on a monthly basis to the school of your choice. Thank you for teaming up with MAPCO and to give back to your community.
It's so simple. Anyone can register, anyone can link, and anyone can give. That's what the WCS MAPCO Rewards Program does. Benefits our district and benefits our schools. Dr. Looney, thanks for being here today. Is there anything you might like to say to the folks who are watching today?
Well, first and foremost, please participate and register, get your rewards card, and start giving back to the schools. Just registration is $1 to the schools. Howard, I really appreciate MAPCO's partnership and friendship. It's great. You know, this is something that's never been done before in this community, or perhaps in any community in America, where we get people to sign up with a reward card and immediately start giving back to schools. I think this is an opportunity for us to once again be different and do something that's never been done before.
It's all about innovation.
It really is. And we really appreciate the partnership and friendship with Williamson County Schools led by Dr. Looney. And we look forward to a program that really works and is successful, and most importantly, giving back to Williamson County Schools.
Howard, thank you for coming and taking the time to help us launch this program and help people understand how easy it is to participate. We look forward to hearing the results, and this partnership has, I think, has great potential. So thank you for being with us. We're going to be back in just a moment. We'll see if we can get Dr. Looney to stick with us, and then we're going to have Gina Fancher, who is the PTO Leadership Council President, join us. The impact for these schools is going to be significant, and Gina knows from frontline work exactly how that's going to work. So hold on, stick with us. We'll be back after the break. This is Money Matters. So now we know how to put this into play, but I'm really interested in knowing the impact this is going to have on our district and on our schools, and who better to tell us and walk us through that than PTO Leadership Council President Gina Fancher. Gina joins us today, and we've been able to have Dr. Looney stick with us because I think this conversation is going to be really cool. So I'm participating, but what does it really mean? So Gina, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
And Dr. Looney, thanks for staying with us.
Oh, sure. I always enjoy working with our PTO organizations and appreciate Gina's leadership.
Thank you.
Marvelous. All right, so I remember when Dr. Looney announced this at the last meeting. I don't know if people know that you folks get together quite frequently, not just the Leadership Council, but all of these PTO folks, 41 schools, get together to learn how to do things better, to share ideas, to increase the amount of innovation that goes on, because the support you folks give us totals into the millions of dollars, not just in terms of financial support, but also in terms of volunteer time. So I remember that palpable moment when Dr. Looney goes, "Have I got something for you?" So can you walk us through that again? That was fantastic.
Well, it's so easy. I mean, you register and you start giving to the schools right away. Just registering, give money back to the schools. And PTOs are always looking for ways to raise money with a minimal amount of effort, obviously. And so it was kind of like a cheerleading section. It was really, really good.
It was really cool.
This is an easy way to give, whether you have kids in school or not. All you have to do is register, and everybody shops. Everybody needs gas, and like you said, it's I've got my Diet Mountain Dew thing I do every morning, so I stop at Mapco, get my Diet Mountain Dew, and automatically give. So, wow, what could be better?
It was fantastic. It was that big light bulb moment where we realized this is a great program where we don't have to do we don't have to look for all the volunteers and drag all the pieces out and set up a big festival or anything like that. This was going to be a fantastic program that was going to work for everybody.
I know there's an awful lot of interest, and I know everybody's kind of ready to go out the starting gate. So have you all had any kind of conversations about how you're going to push that out? I mean, you have children at Spring Station and at Summit, so I'm sure there's been conversation with parents there. Are there a couple strategies you guys have developed to get this lifted off the ground?
Absolutely. We've had a lot of the schools already say, all right, we're ready, let's do this. And so getting that word out, we're partnering with our principals. The principals are just as excited as are the teachers and the faculty. And so doing the big email blast and then sharing that at our general session meetings and getting all the information out from every aspect to let the parents know this program's ready to go, let's do this.
All right, so we know about the $1 for the district, which I think is really wonderful.
Fantastic.
I mean, I'm not sure we always think about giving to the district, although I'm sure people want to. It's just that this allows him to go kind of the broader brushstroke of where can he fully support schools or initiatives or divisions, and I just love that about the program. I want us to translate this whole notion of points and allocating points into kind of hard and fast. What does it mean for an elementary school? Tell me what can happen on the middle school level and for high schools. Just Have you all thought about that, or translate points to actually something in the kids' hands?
We're always, as PTOs and as schools, we're always partnering with our schools to say, what is the biggest need at this moment? And that is part of our role as a PTO, is to help find what that need is, and then raise as many funds as we possibly can. So you're talking library books for our elementary school kids, you're talking bleachers for those middle school students, technology, laptops to Promethean boards, all of that is feasible with this program.
Oh, that's fantastic. So some of it's going to be just generating within that school community the participation and letting everybody know that they can share in that. How will you get the message out to kind of those extended members of the family that they can participate as well?
That's getting it out to the parents and letting them know. It doesn't matter if it's just your family. You can go out next door, talk to your friends, your neighbors. They might not have children in Williamson County, but they know your children, grandparents, aunts, and uncles, and not just in that Middle Tennessee area, but we've got 6 other states as well. So if you've got family and friends there, extend it out to them too.
That's really exciting.
I know for the Looney family, everybody I know has one of these little MAPCO reward cards on their keychain. So every time they go to get gas or whatever, they've decided to contribute back to the school. And the really cool thing is, it's not costing the customer any more money. It's actually money coming from MAPCO back to the schools for customer shopping there. So it's not anything out of our pockets. It's just a way for the company to give money back to the schools by having people that we know shop there.
I think that's a really good point. I'm really glad you brought that up. So the partnership is WCS, but I think what we didn't mention, I really appreciate you bringing that up, this is MAPCO's contribution to the school district for every school, 41 schools, as well as for the district, which is a significant program for a retail organization to undertake. And it's also neat that it doesn't involve writing any checks, which we all know, right? It doesn't involve, as you said, getting volunteers together, getting a dunking booth together for Dr. Looney to go into, right?
We know he enjoys that.
Yes, exactly. You don't have to call vendors. You don't have to ask for anything free. It's just everybody on their normal day, whether you're going to get diet Mountain Dews or whatever you might need, as well as gas, it's just your everyday. And so just your everyday can provide support for a school, schools, or the district.
Correct.
I've got that right? I'm trying to understand that this is almost too easy for us to get involved in.
Oh, absolutely. MAPCO is a great corporate partner. We want to help them to help us. So we want them to give as much as possible by us shopping there and donating our reward points back to our schools. And this is really exciting times.
It's very exciting. You're not doing anything extra, and we're getting extra. So it's a win-win.
That's a really good way to put it. Not doing anything extra and getting extra. So as you have talked with some of the PTOs, how are they going to get the word out to their families?
Same thing, partnering with those principals. A lot of the PTOs, we do an email blast to all of our members and to our student body. And so getting that information out, we have newsletters, we have emails, we have general session meetings, we have assemblies. And so getting that information and just feeding that out through all those avenues will get it there for us.
You know, this district is known for its high performance, which I guess also underlines a little bit of competitiveness. So I wonder if you all have talked about if there might be any strategies for schools to either work together as a cluster or work together in terms of divisions to kind of gin up the interest. Have you guys thought about any strategies?
But as you say that, there's light bulbs going off.
Okay, well, share with some of those light bulbs, because I think this is really a creative opportunity.
I think whenever we create something like that, although we all do work together and we want to cheer each other on, I think always a little healthy competition can go a long way. So.
Are you saying the Spartans are going to get a head start?
I think the Spartans might. And the Mustangs will be there too. So
it's nice to be in leadership.
Well,
well, whatever.
It has its perks.
It has its perks. So I think that as we kind of put this section to rest, what I like about the program is that it's easy. I like that it can engage any member of the community, 16 years and older, because what teen doesn't need gas for their car or go to get a soda or a Snickers or, you know, something at a convenience store. But it also lets grandparents, whether they're here or not, be a part of it.
Absolutely.
And then I guess what it also allows you guys to do, maybe you can speak to it as we kind of wrap up this section, it continues to let the district dream
Absolutely.
about partnerships, but also about how they can directly affect the instruction, which is at such a high level. So what more can we do to support our teachers? And it lets each school decide how much they want to get behind the program, and really dream about different things that they can bring to the kids. So Dr. Looney, can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, I can tell you that knowing our PTOs and the relationship that we have, every dollar that's brought in through this program, and I've kind of joked about the Diet Mountain Dews, but you know they sell bananas and milk there too.
Nice.
And so, you know, every dollar that comes in to the schools from this program, our PTO is going to put that to good use, whether it's buying books or using it for technology. It's a way for everybody, whether you have school-age children or not, to give back to the schools, because we all shop and get gas and that sort of thing. And this is about leveraging a partnership between the business community and the school community and our broader community. You know, everybody working together to make sure that Williamson County Schools remains the premier school district in America.
I like that. Thank you so much. Gina, thank you for
Thank
being a
you.
part of this show.
Appreciate it.
You have to promise to come back, because I think everyone's going to be very interested to know the success. And I will tell you, because no one else has done it in the nation, the way that MAPCO has partnered with us is truly innovative, and allows people to really dream big. And so we want to know how those dreams have been fulfilled for the PTOs and for our schools. So promise you'll come back.
Definitely.
Okay, great. And Dr. Looney, as always, thank you for your time.
My pleasure. My
We
pleasure to be
appreciate
here.
it so much. We'll be back to wrap up in just a moment. Thank you again to Gina Fancher and to Dr. Looney. This is Money Matters. Okay, now here's how you can help. Take this show. Take this show that shows you how to register, how to get involved in the points, even tells you how it's going to directly impact our schools and our district, and share it. You can go to wc-tv.net, then go to the on-demand section. It's completely free. Find Money Matters show number 15 and send it out to your friends. Send it out to a grandparent. Send it out to someone who used to live here, doesn't anymore, and still wants to help. We can all work together on this. It's about innovation, it's about partnership, it's about participation, and that's why money matters. That's our show for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you, as always, to Daryl Thompson of Raymond James for his continued sponsorship of our show. My name is Deb Enright. This is Money Matters. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Rivers and lakes are our sources of drinking water. When you change your motor oil and leave it on the ground, it washes into storm drains and into our rivers and lakes. When you over-fertilize your lawn or don't properly dispose of household chemicals, they wash into storm drains too. And when you don't pick up after your pet, well, you get the picture. Please, don't feed the storm drain.